YouTube? It is your girl and I am here with a product review. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a product review of the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation. Now, I did film myself using it in the beginning of the day, and I filmed myself of how I looked at the end of the day. So I'm going to have all of that here in this video. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so the shade that I am in pretty much all of Black Opal products is Kalahari Sand. Now they did come out with another color, a lighter shade, and I will include all that information in the description box, as well as how many different shades that they do have available. I really, let's go ahead and talk about that. I really love that they are in Rite Aid, my local Rite Aid, and they are available in, I want to say, a sprinkle of CVS's here where I live in the Los Angeles area. Now, not all of them carry them, so they do sell out fast. So it's sometimes, although they are on the ground, it is a little bit difficult for me to find it, especially Kalahari Sand. When it comes to a lot of makeup products that are geared towards women of color, I'm a little too light bright. So I am super happy that Black Opal thought of me. Thank you very much. And you have my shade. Now, if I'm going to compare it to, if you guys want to know my normal skin tone, in the winter, I am NC35 from MAC. And now that this is me tanned, you guys. This is what I look like with a tan. Right now, it's spring going into summer, so I am MAC's NC40. And when it is like summer, I will be MAC's NC42. So that kind of gives you a range of my color. In the wintertime, my undertones change. I am beige and olive. And then in the spring, summer, my undertones change back to like a cool tone, orangey-ish yellow type of color. So that's just me and my wonderful skin tone. So okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the product. Now, it says that it's pore perfecting. I have small pores to begin with. Let me zoom you into my face. Okay, so yeah, look where the shimmer is. Shimmers are this highlight shimmer. Normally I tell people, if you have large pores, yeah, you don't want to do all of the highlighting and shimmer because it can make your pores look bigger. But as you can see with me, yeah, it's not making any pores look bigger because mine is already small. And for the most part, especially around my nose area, makeup don't adhere to that because the pores are like locked on tight. So I can't attest to the pore perfecting part of it. However, this is a light to medium coverage foundation. During, I want to say, winter, beginning spring, end of summer, I'm a matte girl. I want heavy, thick foundation. In the springtime, I do switch my whole routine up, from not using primers to using moisturizers, and that should be another video. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I will save that information for another video. But when I do change over to my springtime makeup, this is the beginning of my springtime makeup. So I tend to go for, you know, the bright highlighting of the cheek a little bit more, and then I switch to a moisturizer and a lighter foundation. So springtime, a lot of my videos, you will see my freckles shining through, and this is something that lets my freckles shine through. All the girls out there that are angel kissed up like me and have our angel kisses, which is our freckles, this would be the foundation for you, especially if you want your freckles to show and you just kind of want to even out your complexion just a little bit. Not too heavy, not too light, but can just give you that evenness of it all. Then I would highly recommend this foundation. Let me see. Is it mattifying or anything like that? I would have to say no. You would definitely have to use a setting powder with it if you have extreme oily skin. I'm extremely oily just in my T-zone area. Over this here, it's like normal to dry. So T-zone oiliness, that's all me. That's me right here. Let me think. Does it oxidize to like a different shade? I want to say when I put it on, it does look it does look kind of light. So it does oxidize just a little bit, not too much, but it does oxidize just a little bit deeper. So I'm going to show you, so it's on my face, so let me show you. Okay, here it is on my finger. So okay, I don't have anything right here. So as you can see how light it is. See when you put it on, it looks so light bright, but let me go ahead and buff it in with my finger. See how smooth and easily it glides on. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. So yeah, you don't even have to use a brush or a sponge. You pretty much can put it on with your finger and get a flawless application. Like, oh, look at that. Okay, so there it is on my chin. So after about 30 seconds or so, it kind of just shifts into shifts. So it pretty much oxidizes or shifts into the color that I need it to be, which is me right now, my NC40. So yeah, there it is. Now if you do have super oily skin, I highly recommend using the primer under it. I highly recommend setting it. Is it makeup kit worthy? Ooh, good question. Yeah, I would have to say it is makeup kit worthy, only because I like to have two options in my makeup kit. Thick, heavy foundation I can kind of buff and sheer out. When I'm working on clients, I can just get a full coverage, and I can always thin it down. But when it's like a nice spring prom, they all about that natural. Well, the parents are, the moms are. I want my baby to look natural. Then the daughters are, I want to be glammed up. But anywho, that's another vent for a different time, in a different video. But it is perfect for prom and spring, and if you want that light to dewiness, you can pull off a nice dewy look if you don't use like a primer and you just have like a Evian water spray bottle and water and mystify, and you know, you can get really creative as a makeup artist. You can really get creative, especially with this right here. Trying to think, the coverage, is it coverage worthy if I have blemishes? Now in the video that I'm about to show you, I do have a mark that goes from here through here, and then I have redness that goes through here. Now I did touch up my makeup to do this video, but you will see in the rest of the video when I did not touch up my face what it actually looks like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my review and you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so I'm back. It is 6:18, and as you can see, it is a very, I guess I'd rather say light to medium coverage. I did point out one of my little birthmark areas right here, and it is peeking through. I didn't use a concealer. I know that if I would have used a concealer and then put the foundation over top, that would have helped a lot. And then I have some redness right here on my cheek. And this is the blush and contour, and then this is the redness. You can kind of see it peeking through a little bit. I use one of my all-time favorite now, well, newly all-time favorite moisturizers, which is the Hydra Matte from Embryolisse, and it helps with a lot of my foundations. I have super oily skin. I have the T-zone, shiny just a little bit here. Remember, I did put a little bit of highlight here, and on top of my cheek, so ignore the shimmer there. My freckles, you can see all my freckles right in through here, so it didn't really cover any of my freckles, just right there. Well, I do wear glasses, so right here and right here it was going to rub off anyway. But as far as my nose, my pores are very small on top of my nose, so most foundations don't adhere to that area. My chin is where I did not put moisturizer. I only put the foundation. So as you can see, it's not matte, it is oily, and you can see the little teeny tiny pimples that I have here and there, and then my freckles and all that jazz. So it did rub off. All in all, let's go ahead and give my finals on the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation. It's a nice springtime foundation. It's just that I have their other ones and I'm like so addicted to it. Let me see what the name of it is. So I have the Even True Flawless Liquid Skin makeup, and it is very, very hard to top this one and the one that's in the tube. The tube foundation, oh, that one's so good. But I guess this one would definitely be my summertime going into winter foundation, and this is definitely my spring foundation because it's super light. It's when I don't want heavy foundation, so it's great for that. It really is. If you don't have like a lot of blemishes and skin concerns and things like that, I would highly recommend this one, because I mean, throughout the day I didn't touch up at all. I wanted you guys to see exactly how it was. So if I was to touch up maybe one time with like blotting powder or something, or if I was to set it, because I didn't set it, then yeah, it would come out a lot better. So they do have a lighter shade, and I was super happy to find that out. It is called Champagne Beige. So I have that. All of these are going into my kit. Next up is Heavenly Honey, which is this one right here. Truly Topaz, which is very, very, I think Truly Topaz is like my NC45s. They have Old Chocolate, which is this one right here. They have Black Walnut, and then there is Ebony Brown. How cool is that? So whenever I'm looking for Black Opal, I'm in the Los Angeles, Inglewood, Culver City area, I definitely have to look for them in Rite Aid, and then there is some some sporadic CVS's that carry them for me. I'm trying to think what else haven't I covered. So yeah, I definitely think that it's a really, really good foundation if you want medium to light coverage. If you have blemishes or something, definitely going to be needing a concealer with this foundation. I didn't like get any breakouts. I've used this maybe 5 or 6 times now, and I don't have to use a whole lot. I mean, well, I'm not going for a full beat. I'm not going for very heavy foundations. I wanted something that was going to be light and spring, and I use a very, very light eye and a light neutral lip. And this has been my go-to work makeup type of look, very light and spring, for a while now. So I definitely use it. I definitely will keep it in my kit, especially now that it is prom season. And I told you how I feel about prom season. There's always a battle with the mom and the daughter. Daughter wants heavy foundation and eyes and glitz and glam, and mama's like, no, keep it light and neutral. So keeping it light and neutral with my black opal definitely will please the mom, and then we can go from there. So do I like it? Absolutely. I actually have not found anything from black opal that I did not like. So woo, I actually really, really like that. So I found, you know, some really, really good makeup products that I can get on the ground and locally. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later.